their building tonight. Here at home, they like to make an impression. Welcome, folks. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for the latest presentation of our NBA basketball. I'm Kevin Harlan. With me at the table, Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And we've also got Hall of Famer David Aldridge reporting from the sidelines. Here are the five for the Raptors. In at the forward spots, we'll see Barrett and Barnes. Maverick out there with Elliott. And it's Pirtle in at the five. And for Sacramento, the post pair for him will be Murray and Sabonis. Fox is at the point. Monk out on the wing. And it's DeRozan in at the three spot. Richard, this season just getting going. What are you looking for tonight?
Just curious to see which team is more cohesive. With all of the player movement in the NBA, it's rare to have continuity on a squad.
And so off the tip, it's Toronto. Here's McCormick. Over Fox. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot. And it's Fox with the ball for the Kings. Pulls up. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Here's McCormick. He kicks it to Pirtle. Pass to McCormick. Here's Barnes. Shot clock at 5. From deep three-point territory. Another shot. They grab their own miss. Pirtle's shot is off.
Just enough resistance to force the miss. Barely. That's one he'll generally make.
Outside, Fox. Sabonis inside. Pirtle's there. On the wing, Murray. It's hauled in by the Raptors.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Hey, RJ, what about Keegan Murray? He made the immediate impact in the NBA as a rookie, setting a record for three-point shots made, and he has continued to build on it.
A bit of a surprise as the 4th overall pick in the 2020 draft. Murray was the right fit. Big part of Sacramento ending that 17-year playoff drought.
Count that one.
The defense comes at Fox hard, but he's ready for it. He knows how to stay agile and nimble inside.
The pass to Pirtle. Here's McCormick. Shoots over Fox. McCormick's shot is off. For Sacramento, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Monk, the pass to Fox. Picked him clean. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Monk against Elliott. Over Monk. Elliott the bucket.
And Pirtle has improved as a passer. Good at getting it to his teammates on time and on target.
Fox kicks to Murray. The dish now to Monk. Good, and the assist goes to Murray.
How about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
So timeout called here, the first for the Raptors. And the defense of this Raptors team, Craig, they are built to switch.
And it's no accident with their roster construction. They like having wings that can guard all 5 positions. Makes defending a much easier prospect.
So it's a completely new group on the floor for the Kings.
A moment here to see some stats for Olynyk. Last year, getting it done. Was in at about 9 points per, 4 assists, and 5 rebounds. Guys, he's a difference maker off the bench. Steps into that front court and more than holds his own.
He gives them a jolt of energy down low every time he comes into the game. That's something any coach loves to have.
Here's McLaughlin. Just 5 on the clock. Back to Wiles. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Mitchell in the corner. Dick with it. Olynyk finds Dick. Back to Olynyk. This one for 3. Drills the three-pointer.
In so many different ways, Dick gets the ball to his teammates. Always on time and on target.
And he lobs it up toward the rim. And the dunk by Lyles.
Absolutely the prettiest play in basketball, executed to perfection.
I don't think you get an argument there. Everybody loves the alley-oop. Now, here's Mitchell. Nothing on the board. Olynyk inside, covered by Lyles. Jenkins can't get it to go. They can go 2 for 1.
It's about being smart right now.
35 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Outside Crowder. The 10-footer. That's tipped. Yep, that one goes in there. Toronto trailing. Mitchell outside. Lets it go from deep. Dick can't get it to go.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
And so it looks like the Kings will retain possession here.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
Yeah, I think he was hoping to maybe even get the steal, but I agree. He's still got a good outcome.
And here's Herter. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Kings ahead, leading by just 1. And we'll be back with you right after this. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And what do you guys think about the Kings here in this one so far?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Making it as difficult as possible for the offense to find clean looks. Great stuff.
DeRozan and Murray slot in at the small and power forward. Ellis is out there with De'Aaron Fox. And it's Sabonis in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento. Now here's Murray. Scoreless thus far. Pass to Barrett. Here's McCormick, guarded by Fox. Barnes outside. Pass to McCormick. Down low, here's Elliott. Rebounded by Ellis. And so Ellis will bring it up for the Kings. And joining us now by phone is insider Shams Charania with some news. Shams, give it to us.
Thanks, guys. The Kings were not complacent this summer. They have added all-star DeMar DeRozan in a sign-and-trade. He brings even more firepower to an offense that was already among the league's best. In the loaded Western Conference, the Kings knew they had to make moves to stay in the fight. DeRozan is one of the biggest signings in Kings franchise history, guys.
A tremendous addition. Shams, thanks for the update. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thanks. Domantas Sabonis set the longest double-double streak in over half a century last season with 61 straight double-doubles. He said it's awesome to be mentioned in the greats. It's my job as a big man to get rebounds and to finish. At the end of the day, we're just out there trying to win. Kevin?
Thank you, David. That double-double streak was a blast to watch. Historic in so many ways.
Two.
And that one falls for Barrett. Analytics or the eye test? The optics or the numbers in front, Greg? When you're judging the performance of a player, what kind of criteria do you use?
Well, an MVP candidate recently said, my eye test tells me this guy's a terrible defender, but the analytics tell me he's a great defender. I'm confused, and I often feel the same way.
Now, here's DeRozan. Still yet to score. And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. Here's Sabonis. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
First personal foul.
Some thought that Domantas Sabonis was the snub of the 2024 All-Star selections. RJ, what'd you think?
It's easy to see why people felt that way. He is a walking double-double, Kevin. Oftentimes, it's a triple-double. But there's so much talent in the league, even he can get overlooked.
Free throw good. Sabonis. Greg, give us one word to describe Domantas Sabonis on the offensive end.
Kevin, I guess I'd say dominant, but that only scratches the surface. The way Sabonis drops dimes, hits shots, and controls the glass, dominant just doesn't even really begin to say enough.
That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2. Hey, Greg, one thing that the Kings have had work for them over the last few seasons is their depth.
And have made some shrewd moves to fill out their bench. Got great contributions from their 6 through 10 players. It's been a big part of their recent success.
Hurdle's shot is off. The Kings leading. Here's DeRozan. That one's no good. 0 of 1 to begin the game. The Raptors shooting 31%, not looking sharp offensively to say the least. Here's McCormick. Good, and it's Barnes picking up the assist.
Assisted.
McCormick's got it all tied up now for the Raptors. The Kings shooting well, 50% from the floor. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. And Fox gets it to go.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
On the wing, Barnes. For Murray. And it's Sacramento with the rebound.
Great contest by the defense, and he's unable to hit that tough fadeaway.
On the wing, Monk.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
It's rebounded by Barrett. Toronto, they've gotten only one of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. The 2022 Rookie of the Year, Scotty Barnes, GA. He had a terrific rookie year, as we know. His second year may have fallen off a little bit.
Yeah, it was a bit stagnant for Scotty, but man, he had a monster third year, making his first All-Star game. The playmaking of Barnes especially took a leap.
Shoot 2.
First free throw is good.
And Barnes, an all-around threat, a good scorer, aggressive rebounder, solid passer, and more than capable defensively.
Here's what Sacramento's going with right now. Trey Lyles checked in for Sabonis. Crowder comes in for Murray. And Kevin Huerter subbed in for DeMar DeRozan. Both shots good from the stripe. Recently, the Raptors made moves, Greg, to add some Canadian-born talent to their roster.
They traded for R.J. Barrett and Kelly Olynyk, 2 guys that represent Canada in international play, and were both born in Toronto, now playing for their hometown team.
Here's Barnes, and they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
There you see the strength of Barnes. He's really hit the weight room, improving that upper body strength.
The Raptors shooting their 5th attempt at the line in the game.
And if we want to take a look back, they converted about 76% from the line.
Jordan McLaughlin's checked in for Sacramento.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. 1 shot.
That's good from Barnes.
And here in the second quarter, he's starting to work himself to the free throw line. That's a good move.
McLaughlin, the pass to Monk. 1:19 left to play here in the second quarter. Out left to the wing. Wiles kicks to Crowder. 5 to shoot. Good D by Barnes. Toronto leading by 3. Out to the right wing. Here's Jenkins. It's hauled in by Lyles. The Kings have gone 2 of 6 from the field in the second quarter so far. It's stolen by Jenkins. Barnes with it. Now guarded by Monk. To the inside. Dick. It's hauled in by Lyles. They play the clock right, then go 2 for 1.
Just got to time it up right.
And the shot goes down.
You definitely saw the speed of Monk in this transition break.
And it's Barnes with the ball for the Toronto Raptors. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Blazers.
Well, in that one, you could pretty much see the writing on the wall. Their performance was lackluster at best.
Yeah, I just didn't see any fire from them to want to get it back. That's just one of those games you throw away in the trash and try and forget about it.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. 6 to shoot. Herter, that's a 2-pointer. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. 11 seconds left in the first half of the game. Barnes passes to Abaji. His 3-pointers off the mark. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Kings lead by 1. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And we hope you enjoyed the competitive first half of action. Ernie Johnson here welcoming you back to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. That guy right there is Shaquille O'Neal, and that guy right there is Kenny the Jet Smith. A pretty close game for the Kings throughout the first quarter. They ended the period holding on to a slim 1-point lead. Scoring-wise, they broke even in the second, so little ground was lost there. Taking a look at the Kings, Kenny, what'd you think?
They came out as the more physical team tonight. You could tell they put an emphasis on winning the battle of the boards. All of these bodies crashing glass and giving them a physical and a middle edge.
Shaq, let's get your insight on Toronto.
Give them credit for keeping the score this close while shooting just over 30%. In the backhanded way, have to give you confidence. Because you know if you bring your percentage up just a little bit, it'll be enough to get you in front.
That about wraps it up. Time now for the second half of the game. We go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
And as we get to this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. The Kings shooting with confidence, 50% from the field so far. And checking out the group for Darko Rajakovic to start the second half. Barnes and Pirtle make up the inside pair. Maverick out there with Elliott, and it's Barrett at the 3, the small forward. Barnes dishes to Barrett. Here's McCormick. Back to Barrett. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Jacks up a 3. And Domantas Sabonis pulls it down. Sabonis has got his 4th rebound in this one. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, the Raptors are rebuilding with purpose. Coach Darko Rajakovic said, "We're doing a good job at the start of this process, selecting the right people that care and are very committed to each other. That's a good baseline to build on." Kevin, slowly, the pieces are falling into place.
David, you're so right. He is great at developing those young players. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That one on Jakob Pirtle.
Sabonis is a guy who works hard on both ends of the floor, and he does things the right way.
Sacramento shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
And as a group, they shot 75% from the line last season.
Shooting 2.
And he knocks down the first one.
Sabonis is the type of big that every team wants. Athletic, facilitates, great screener, and he finishes around the rim. He does so much.
Sacramento making a switch here. Ellis is checked in. Good on both. For the Sacramento Kings, GA, the expectations for this group have risen.
Well, it was about just making the playoffs for this franchise and breaking that drought. Now, Kevin, it's about advancing in the postseason. Just getting there isn't good enough. And you got to love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grind-it-out game.
The Raptors shooting the 6th attempt at the free throw line tonight. The free throw drops for Elliott. And it's the Kings with the ball. A 2-point game. Fox kicks to DeRozan. And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. The top of the key jumper is on the mark. DeRozan's got the game tied up here for the Kings.
Not the shot I expected him to take or make, but hey, look, joke's on me. He hit it.
Here's McCormick, guarded by Fox. McCormick's shot is off.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Here's Fox out to DeRozan. Nobo with the rebound.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
Here's McCormick to the left wing. Onside, Barrett. And he uses the glass on the layup. Barrett's got 8.
Can't allow Barrett that kind of positioning. He's just too skilled at finishing, even when you try to get physical with it.
Timeout is called, first of the game for Sacramento.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
Yeah, this is a good opportunity to get your group together and make sure everyone is on the same page.
Sacramento making some changes. Crowder, he's checked in for Keegan Murray. Kevin Huerter comes in for DeMar DeRozan. And Jordan McLaughlin subbed in for Fox. Here's McLaughlin. No scoring in this one. Takes it from 10. And he overshot that one, missing. And it's Mitchell with the ball for the Raptors. The lead is 2. They've got the Wizards ahead of them. Their next game in Washington. That will conclude their brief 2-game road trip. They get a hand on it, and that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Sabonis. The Raptors making a switch here. Abaji's checked in.
Ocha Abaji.
1:39 left in the third quarter of the game. Shot clock at 6. Knocked away. And the ball out of play. The Kings will inbound. While we have the time, let's take a look at last season's best transition teams. Number 1, the Raptors.
Do they love to run? I mean, nobody did it better. They would get out in the lanes and push the ball even after makes.
Crowder finds Ellis with his first shot attempt. It's rebounded by Jenkins.
Well, the defense didn't have any impact on that shot, but somehow he still misses it.
Here is Elliott. And the Raptors miss again. To the paint, here's Crowder. It's rebounded by Jenkins. Toronto, they've gone 3 of 8 so far in the third quarter, looking to lock in that rhythm. And that's out of bounds. Toronto will retain possession. Keegan Murray's checked in for the Kings. Monk comes in for Jordan McLaughlin. And Toronto also making a switch. Bertles checked in. On defense, the Kings trailing by 2. Pass to Abaji. Just 5 on the clock. Beyond the arc. They get it again. Nice shot by Bertle. Bertles got his first bucket in this one.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
We've got 22 seconds left to play in the third. Monk. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Monk's got 6.
And I think it's going to be crucial that Monk continues to work on his playmaking ability. When he's dribbling the ball like that, he is tough to stop.
Elliott against Ellis. 3-pointer. That shot missing.
Having a hand up in your face makes such a difference to a shooter.
Yeah, that's a good defender making a play, and he does it without fouling.
Well, we thought the third quarter was over, but it turns out the officials are going to review the play to see if he released the ball before the buzzer.
And the footage relayed to the officials from the replay center in Secaucus, I think he got it off in time. The replay leaving little doubt.
And the call is going to be overturned. The second look shows that he did, in fact, beat the clock.
Yeah, they're glad they're going to get those points. It wasn't too long ago that they wouldn't even have looked at it on the monitor, but replay's here, and it's here to stay for situations just like that one.
The third quarter comes to a close. The Raptors out in front. They lead by 4. Live from Golden One Center, you're watching 2K Sports. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
That wasn't a better pass in the game, almost like he had a sixth sense.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ballgame. Fox is at the point. Monk out on the wing. The post pair for him will be Murray and Sabonis. And it's Herter in at the 3. That's the 5 out there for the Kings. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And you never want to foul a jump shooter. Dick certainly qualifies as one.
And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Raptors.
They've been defending with excellent anticipation all game long. Just look at how many times they've managed to get their hands on the ball.
And one other thing they have done well has been scoring in transition, looking to run whenever they can.
And the first one at the line is good.
And you look at Grady Dick's physical gifts, and you see it's all there. Size, length, careful training, and hard work could make him into something special.
DeMar DeRozan. He's checked in for Kevin Herter. And both free throws good for Dick.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
Now, here's Fox. Goes up on the wing, and he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down.
The correct read by Fox, taking it himself. De'Aaron is showing that sometimes being selfish is the right decision.
Back to Dick. The 10-footer finds the target. Dick's got the lead back up to 6 now for the Raptors. And for Sacramento, they're shooting from the field. 44%, not bad. Floats it up for Murray. Hammers the alley-oop through.
And this is why you lob passes Murray's way, because he is so good at catching and finishing.
Pass to Mobo. A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. Misses the layup. And so it's Sabonis who brings up the ball for the Kings. DeRozan passes to Sabonis. DeRozan surveying the D. Fade away, and the Kings check on 2 more.
And when you're a jumper, DeMar does something a little bit different. He gets great lift off the floor. That makes his shot so tough to contest.
Now here's Jenkins. Dick passes to McCormick. And here is Jenkins. Here's the pass to Dick. Here's Barrett. It's hauled in by the Kings. Monk dishes to Fox.
When Fox drives, he knows he's going to get contact, but he stays locked in and gets the foul call.
At the line for your Kings, De'Aaron Fox. 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Makes it, and the next one could tie it up.
One of the fastest guys in the league. For Fox, it's about using his blinding quickness to his advantage on both ends of the floor.
The Raptors making a switch here. Barnes is checked in. That one drops. He ties it up.
What sets Fox apart is how dynamic and explosive he is. He can take off at any moment in any direction.
Passes it to McCormick. And the layup is good. And it's 6 points for Maverick.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Yeah, it's clear why they go to him in these moments. They know he's going to deliver for him.
Timeout called by the Kings.
Please welcome to the floor, your 916 crew.
Elliott's checked in for the Raptors. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Hey, thanks, guys. Was able to hear Mike Brown during the break. He loves what they're doing in the paint. He said if they're not stopping us, keep doing it. Keep going after it down low. So they'll keep pounding it inside. Guys?
Thank you, David. And here are the Raptors now, following the miss by DeRozan. Pass to Jenkins. Over to the left wing. 6 on the shot clock. For 3, Barrett. Rebound by Murray. The Kings trailing. We're in the final quarter of play here. 3 minutes in.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Rebound by the Raptors. Outside Barrett. Here's Barnes. And the dunk by Barnes.
And no fear in Barnes late in the game. This guy is not afraid of the moment.
Here's Fox. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Second personal foul.
Yeah, easy call.
Second team foul. Shooting for Sacramento, De'Aaron Fox. 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good, and that narrows the lead down to just 3. Ellis is checked in for Monk, and Toronto also making a switch. Pirtle is checked in for Jenkins. Fox hits them both.
And in a close game like this, they can really rely on him to take care of business at the line.
A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Got it. Good job in the low post. McCormick's got 4 points this quarter.
And look at how quick he was to bite on the pump fake. Left his feet way too soon.
Here's Fox. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
That is a huge shot by the lefty, and Fox is proving that he can be the go-to guy when his team needs a bucket.
Here's McCormick. Sacramento grabs the miss. Sabonis has got rebound number 7 for him tonight. To the middle. The bucket is good. He'll have a chance for one more. That one on Jakob Pirtle.
Keeping them in this. Sabonis showing no fear, taking the big shot.
Second personal foul. Third team foul. Shooting for Sacramento, Sabonis. Shooting 1.
One shot.
And the free throw is good. Now leading by 1.
Not only ties it up with the hoop, but puts them in front now with the free throw. That could be the play of the game if they come out on top.
Here's McCormick. Got it!
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
He knew what they needed here and was determined to deliver.
Now, here's Fox. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
You've got to master little moves like that to be a complete offensive player. Fox has the pump fake. Yeah, he's got that figured out.
2 shots.
Shooting 2.
He knocks down the clutch free throw. And so both free throws good that time. That puts him ahead.
Certainly some pressure on those free throws, but he still delivered.
And the Raptors call time here. They're trailing by 1. There's 39 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
And looking at how much time they have, I think it's likely we'll see them try to get a good look and score quickly.
And now let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, De'Aaron Fox.
And his percentage from the field tonight seems almost made up. I didn't think it was possible to have that kind of success shooting the basketball. You need a little bit of luck, a bunch of hard work, and a whole lot of talent.
There's 39 seconds left in the fourth. Here's Pirtle. Money!
There is value in traditional 5s like Pirtle. They can grab glass, and they can get you bonus points.
Timeout called by the Kings. They trail by 1. 29 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
Who out there needs a t-shirt? Well, here they come.
seconds left in the game. DeRozan in the corner. Right between the eyes.
Ice. He has absolute ice in his veins. This guy, he lives for these moments.
And the Raptors call time here. They're behind by 2. 24 seconds left to play in the final quarter.
Let's show why we're the best fans in the MBL. Let's get loud.
24 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Here's McCormick. Here's Pirtle. Yes!
Powerful finish. Jakob not taking any chances in tight.
And so Fox will bring it up for the Kings. Ellis outside. Buries the triple. And so it's Sacramento who scraped by with the win. That was a fun night of basketball. Fabulous finish as they continued to wait out until the very last moment to seal it.
And there are so many times when you see these tight games won at home, that advantage of having that crowd behind you oftentimes is the ultimate X factor.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
DeMar, big effort tonight. What is the state of mind of this club right now?
Just we're focusing in on the defensive end. We know if we get stops, we can definitely score whenever we want.
And you got it done tonight, DeMar. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, David. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Richard Jefferson, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. We appreciate you tuning in tonight. We'll see you later.